Sir.
Yes, good morning
Good
to
morning,
you.
sir.
Yes.
Just one of you, honey.
Sorry?
No, I'm talking to somebody that
Okay, what's your name?
reduce
Where
the
you
volume.
calling from? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Solomon Dada from Maraba.
All right, Solomon, let's get into it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Sir, all these things, it boil on our leaders up till to date about the progress of this country.
Okay.
This country is a very great country. They had begun to call it giant of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
If our leaders will have forgotten about selfish interests over, they can enrich themselves, but over enriching themselves with money that ought to really develop this country.
Mm-hmm.
They are spoiling things. And they're supposed to reason that we adults, we are not only ourselves. We have children. Many have children that have the future is still hanging on. In fact, on how we have to plan it today, so as to save our children, to save this country. Nigeria is just 60-something years. What of if Nigeria will reach about 500 and something years? How would the future of the 500 something years be to these children? And when our time reaches to die and go and give account of ourselves in heaven before God Almighty,
Yeah.
we will just go and give account of us. It's a filthy life we live.
Okay.
Just, our life, our souls will go to where we don't like it. So what I'm saying is this.
Yeah.
You see, we have large fields, large portions of land that ought to be cultivated. All these Meshara people and all those youth that are wandering, moving here and there. There were things like Upper Benue River Basin Development Authority, Lower Benue River Basin. It was a very good calculation, which if such should be increased more. There will be food supply to other hungry nations, and much money will come. Will not only depend on this oil.
Yeah.
And much money will come. And then we have talented people. We have talented people scattered in this country. How can I spend on this talented person? And then maybe his talent can even help other people in abroad.
Yeah.
Sir, as I'm talking, let me just give you a little example.
Okay.
I'm sorry the way I'll come up this way, but just listen to me.
Time will not allow me. Time will not allow me to do that. And you've talked for a bit, and you've made your points very clear still. But we will have to still continue with the prog show so that every other family member can have a voice in the discourse this morning. Hello, welcome aboard back, Sir Deflani. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there. I think I listened to the last caller patiently, and the solution is good if you cultivate more food. But does that our caller understand that in recent time, cultivation of food has gone beyond just killing the land to adoption of technology, to adoption of rigorous technology? People are not talking about climate change condition that is affecting just killing the land to farm. They are not talking about climate resilient farming system. So look at the pressure that is coming from international bodies abroad that is making us to also follow suit. And do you know how much has been borrowed to support the agricultural sector? So we need to understand some of the challenges that are coming, that is putting pressure on our system to borrow. At the same time, we also need to emphasize that we need to focus more on developing our own.
Okay.
Because my concern is that in as much as we have oil, in as much as we have other resources, one thing that will keep on growing is one, pressure from outside. The secondly, impatient on our part to develop according to our own standard. Because we are measuring our development standard based on what is happening in other countries. And if we do that, there is no way we can spare ourselves not borrowing. What I mentioned earlier from the beginning of this discussion, I said, one, we need to pay sacrifice. When we are spending on elective and appointed people, we need to reduce it. It's too much.
Okay.
All this capital, I mean, the current expenditure is what is even eating up some of this development spending. Then if we cannot divert this money, when we do that, we divert this money into prioritize development. One of the key development we need is power. Power and power. That is electricity.
Right.
Another is logistics, good road network. Like the caller says, farming. After finish farming, where will you take the food to? I'm not even one of these who supporting we should be selling our food outside. Let us feed ourselves and be self reliance when it comes to food security first. Because food that we want to export outside the country, it has to be processed. And it deals with technology. Do we have the technology to process food for export? That's one other aspect. Don't think about exporting food to Czech Republic, Niger Republic. They already have that. They already have food. When they are exporting food to foreign countries, Western countries, and if you are taking food to those people, you have to process it. And it deals with technology. So for me, let us feed ourselves first before we think about exporting food. But the major thing to reduce our borrowing is that to reduce spending on elective and appointed positions, and also need to prioritize our development. Then we reduce the pressure that's coming from outside.
All right.
Why should we be pressurized to be collecting money on when we don't need this such money?
Okay.
For anything.
Okay. Let's take this call though. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, please. Yes. Yeah, BB. BB, where are you calling from? Hello? Hello, BB.
Hello.
Where are you calling from, please? Let's have this conversation the way it should be. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, quickly. Awesome.
For food item, that's where we are seeing now. I think we get what it takes. It's what they don't need. The money where they have been waiting for agri, we don't know, they for market, they say, now money where government they pour for agri food to be this, it go dey cheap. But if I may ask, where this money is earthly, may we ask our president, it's just the time, senators the time, they go budget money, they say this one go for agri. But if it's a bag of rice, you never call that for 8,000. But if you do the time of Gro Jonathan, when they talk agri, at least you go to say food to dey cheap. But now, where is the money is earthly? Now me, I want to ask, all this money where they project for agri, all these ministers where they give them, why our president cannot use that money to open refinery so that we will there for villages where they go for, where they want port food to come for Abuja, it go dey cheap. You can see the price of things that don't have. We beg our president, they feel the heat. Now we they feel it. Not because I need to have the task as they call. I call it for the people where they don't have voice to call. That's why they yes, my friend is to call. They listen for us. So they cannot even listen. God bless you guys.
I appreciate. They will listen. They are listening. They are listening. I can tell you that they made contact with us a couple of times. So they are listening. Don't worry about that, BB. That's the truth. All right. But anyways, though, some thoughts BB Blessing put out there, Sade Falari. Maybe we should take this message and then we will get back with that call. This one says, good morning once again, I think, Triple D from Waru. I'm still lost completely. If our guest is talking about Nigeria being patient, what is patient? Our leaders keep on telling us to be patient. We're still waiting in patience without steady electricity, without refineries, without going good roads. They build hospitals. As they said, yet they fly abroad for treatment. Fuel is 1,000 plus. Taxes already in Nigeria. Minimum wage is 70,000 naira. What patience do they want us to go through again? If our politicians cut down the flamboyant life and corruption in the system, like this subsidy money that is being shared, we can build our industry factories without telling anyone Nigeria or any Nigerian to be patient. All right, it says we will get it right one day. One more call and we call it a close. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please. Your name, where are you calling from?
My name is Original Friday.
All right, where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from Igalene.
All right, please, 1 minute if you can.
Please, I want them to ask the CNG buses that they say they are dropping for the whole country. Is it one company? It's supposed to be as of now, because I'm confirming what I'm saying. Ever since they bought that buses, I know the company is in Abuja here. Is it supposed to be there? The country is not doing good. We don't have refinery. We now bought CNG bus to help with parties. We now put it in one company and lock it here. This country is not moving forward.
Okay, appreciate. Anyways, though, Original Friday, That's his name. Okay, well, Sir Adefalari, your final thoughts on this and reactions too as well.
I think when you start with the last caller, treating asking a patient, maybe he doesn't understand the context of patients. The patient we're asking is that can Nigeria be patient, Nigerians including political actors, and can we be patient to develop our technology to the best point that we can be using it without relying on foreign technology? I think one of my challenges I normally have with Nigerians is that they miscontest issue, they misinterpret issue. Patient is not, the patient we are calling for is not for you to put the patient and listen to politicians. Patient is that if a Nigerian develop a car now and we say that is the car everybody will be driving and that car brake is not well fixed and we say let us improve on it, can Nigerian be so patient to wait until we fix that car and make it workable, then all of us will be driving that car? That's the kind of patient we are talking about, not the patient listening to politicians. Then on the last caller that talk about CNG is a good policy, but we have been told that the challenge is that we don't have enough CNG station across. Maybe that's why they are still holding on to those buses, but we expect that those buses should be out. I can testify that CNG buses are working all the way from Nasarawa, from Kefi down to Abuja. I see them on daily basis. They are moving, and they're moving commuters, and they are quite cheap. But it's a good way to go. But we just need the government to do more. And in regards to CNG also, guess what? The technology behind CNG is foreign, and that's why it's taking a lot of time before we can set up CNG station. Imagine that CNG station is a Nigerian technology. Well, within 1 year, we have set up thousands of CNG. Well, because it's a borrowed technology. That is why it's taking us so much time. So people like people you is asking, why should Nigeria be patient? We should be patient to develop our own technology that will be adapted to our economy and help our economy so that we will not be borrowing. Because the content of this discussion is that how can we stop borrowing? Yeah. And I said it, one of the ways to stop borrowing is that we must develop our technology, adapt the technology, use the technology. Because if we don't do that, we continue to buy Toyota car, we continue to buy Ferrari, because those are foreign technologies that are eating up our development space. And on the part of government, like the BB said, they talk about money to agri. Do you know that most of the money that goes to Ministry of Agri are loans that the government collects? So why should the government be collecting loans and be sharing to Ministry of Agri? That's we need to stop it. And one of the ways to stop it is that we need to cultivate our land and use our local technology to drive our agriculture. Because most of the times that you see those money being collected, it is tied to a particular processes, a particular policy from foreign countries. So when they borrow you money, they tell you how you are going to spend the money. And that's the most when they borrow money for development, we don't see the money. There's particular money that they have been borrowed for care, the Nigerian care. Many state governments have collected that money, but how many Nigerians are seeing Nigerian care or state Lagos care or your care, Enugu care? These are money borrowed for a particular development. We are not seeing because that money is tied to the people who borrow the money to buy their technology and use it. So we must be able to understand all these challenges. Okay. So stop borrowing is very simple. But can we be patient to adapt a technology, a policy, homegrown technology, or policy that will help us that we will not look at any country to borrow money from them, but we will use our own technology and develop our economy.
Many thanks, Mr. Adefalari Olamilekon. You've spoken comprehensive wisdom, and there's not a jot to add, but thank you still, and we look forward to more conversation with you in the coming days.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you to all our listeners and callers.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that is that for that, and to you too for being a part of this. Thank you, far too kind. We cannot thank you enough, but the views expressed by the guest and the callers has not been influenced in any ways by Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. I'll see you on the flip side of 10. Good morning.
Eagles 102.3